Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in. This is another episode of the Simple Truth News Update. I am your host, Jermaine, and it is an exciting time that we live in right now. Maybe not exciting in the sense of positive excitement, but it is definitely an exciting time that we're living in right now. I would almost have to say better choice of words than exciting. It would be considered more so perilous. Very important to keep you updated on the things that are going on due to the news flow and influx of things that have happened over the past few days, over the last week. It has been a bit difficult to keep up and come in here and report to you the things as they've been going on in the world. But as I always tell you, I try to give you the simple truth on the things that I see out there going on. Want to make sure that I give a definite shout out to Pastor Dow and to JSnip4 for giving some very insightful videos on the Pastor Dow for one on the crisis that's going on with Iran. I did a follow-up video to that about the pretty much declaration of the impending declaration of war that will be imposed upon Iran. The sanctions that they have been put upon Iran are almost that of saying that war is definitely to come. And then Pastor Dal and JSnip4 always keeping us up on the silver market, the gold market, and then the news, the real news, not the news that the controlled media that is out there today that tells you the things that you want to hear or even keeps you away from the things that are most important. They did a phenomenal series. You need to go check it out, either JSnip4 or Pastor Dow's video page and check out those stories. But I came across a story that I wanted to come in and talk about, and it had to do with the internet, and it had to do with the government control of the internet in Iran. And I just want to bring this video to you to give you like a precursor or even a light warning. Could this be us in a few years? Could this be us very soon? So let's get into this article. It comes from CNN.com, and the article was done on February the 18th, 2012, and it says, execution of web programmer in Iran may be imminent. Execution of web programmer in Iran may be imminent. It says a computer programmer from Canada faces imminent execution in Iran for the actions of another person, which he had no control over, a human rights group says. Saeed Malikapour wrote a program to upload photos to the internet, an accomplishment that could cost him his life, Amnesty International reported on Friday. Authorities in the Islamic Republic claimed his program, this person that they're speaking of, Saeed Malikapour, was used by someone else to upload pornography and charged him with insulting and desecrating Islam. Malikapour, who is a Toronto resident, was arrested in October of 2008 while visiting relatives in Iran. He was convicted in a short trial and was sentenced to death in October 2011, according to Amnesty International. Iran's Supreme Court confirmed the sentence on January 17th of this year, 2012. Malikapour's lawyers have been unable to ascertain the whereabouts of his court files since Tuesday and fear this could be an indicator that an executioner could carry out the sentence soon. This is what Amnesty International said. A court official suggested to the lawyers that the file had been sent to the Office for the Implementation of Sentences, according to Amnesty. Malikapour sent a letter from prison detailing beatings and other mistreatments at the hands of Iranian prison officials to obtain a confession, said Hadi Gahamini, executive director of the International Campaign for Human Rights in Iran. Quote, a large portion of my confession was extracted under pressure, physical and psychological torture, threats to myself and my family, and false promises of immediate release upon giving a false confession to whatever the interrogators indicated, the letter says. Malik Kapoor's supporters have created Facebook pages and websites in his support dating to at least 2009. Amnesty International has requested on its website that concerned individuals write Iranian authorities inside and outside the country and demand that Malik Kapoor not be executed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with the kind of government that is in other countries, we're not talking about here in the United States, because see, people get so comfortable and used to the way the United States treats people that they really believe that they can exact pressure upon another group of people that do not think like this group of people thinks. They are going to do what they choose to do. Oh, well, that sounds really familiar. Could you imagine a person on trial here in the United States, someone who has done something that another country does not see as being, let's say, as unlawful as maybe the powers to be here in the United States see it? And could you imagine the effect that it would have if letters came from other parts of the world? Well, that has happened many a times. There have been many people incarcerated here in the United States who have had support from other places. But the United States, the government, whether it be a state government or the federal government, they carried out what they felt they needed to do. Well, I truly believe that in this Iranian situation, they will carry out, according to their laws and statutes, what they feel needs to be done. I share this with you, ladies and gentlemen, and the simple truth of the matter is that this could quite possibly be the world that we live in, the immediate world that we live in very soon. Why do I say such a thing? Well, due to such legislation as the SOPA and the PIPA legislation for the internet. And I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that this could be a big possibility. And then how will it be carried out? Well, we have the NDAA for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I implore you, I beg you, to stop looking at what you are told and look at things and practice some independent thinking and do your own research to see what's going on in our world today without being told what's going on in our world. I want to thank you for joining me. This has been the Simple Truth News Update. And as I always tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the simple things are oftentimes the most profound, but yet they are the most difficult to do as well as put into action. Thank you so very much for joining me, and I look forward to coming and sharing more with you real soon.
Uh-oh, look at him looking.